Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of the I Heart Guitar podcast. Today my guest is Andrew Farriss, who you may know from In Excess, being a kind of multi-instrumentalist and part of that band's, legendarily orchestrated sound, And what you are going to hear in this interview is that Andrew has a new solo project, which is kind of, it's country-based, but you can definitely hear elements of that same kind of dividing bits between instruments thing that you know from In Excess. You'll hear it in Good Momma Bad, his latest single, and we had a really good chat about the direction he's taking with his solo stuff. We had some great guitar talk. So without any further ado, here is Andrew Farriss. The two songs you've released so far are really fun. You sound like that's the key word for me, is you sound like you're having fun with this stuff.
You got it. That's the word. And when I say fun, I'm not even that, but I think it's. I really want to not just myself have fun with it, but I wanted to make it entertaining for other people, and some of it has a sly sense of humor running through it as well. A lot of the album that I've made, the country and western album, I call it. A lot of the album has a kind of tongue-in-cheek thing where some of the writing, I've deliberately drawn my experiences and parallels from early Australian bush culture with bush rangers and outlaws or whatever, and also American cowboy, with the same thing. So there's this kind of theme running through the album where and I'm really excited, to think and hopefully fantasize that if the album does really well, that I can take it, from a touring perspective into something that's entertaining for people, and that's going to be great fun.
Yeah.
Because then we'll be able to, share this music live with everybody, and I've got some great players on board already. I'm really, really fortunate to have some awesome musicians playing with me.
Yeah. Who?
Okay. Well, I've got Laurie Minson, who Laurie's an Australian country player. He plays pedal steel, both blues harp and traditional harmonica. He sings. He also plays dobro and electric guitars, acoustic guitars. And he's just a fantastic musician. Laurie's father, John Minson, was also one of the original Australian country music community people. He, in fact, designed the golden guitar that they give each other. Yeah, in Tamworth. Yeah, that was Laurie's dad.
Huh.
And so Laurie's a bit of sort of what I call Australian country music royalty in that sense, and I'm very lucky to have him performing with me. I really enjoy playing with Laurie, performing with Laurie. He's a great guy. Also, I have Travis New playing guitar with me. Travis has played for many people. He used to live in Nashville quite a long time. I also have Ashley Leaf singing vocals with us as a backing vocalist, and also Lauren Azar. She's been playing keyboards, and she's a great singer as well on the backing vocals there, as well as I've got Mitch Farmer on drums. So Mitch was part of the house band at the Golden Guitars during last week, and he's the official house band drummer, and he's been playing a lot of shows with me as well, Mitch. And I've had also Dario Bortolan playing bass with me, and also John Michael Kirk, or Trev as I call him, has been playing bass with me as well. So I'm really fortunate to have the musicians performing with me that I've had.
Yeah, cool. Are they the same people?
And the Davidson brothers.
Yeah.
Have been coming in and out, yeah.
Cool. Are they the same people as on the record, or did you use session players over in Nashville, or...?
Yeah, mostly what I did with these recordings was some of the recordings were done at my own home studio, where I live on the farm. I live in the northwest of New South Wales on on a cattle and grains property that I've owned for 28 years.
Yeah.
And but I have a recording studio there as well, and I was able to record some of the album has been recorded in there. Some of it was overdubbed at 301 Studios down here in Sydney, a little bit of it, but most of it was recorded at Larry Beard's studios in Nashville, and with session players, and a lot of those session players I'm getting to know better and better, and incredible musicians, all of them, amazing.
Yeah. You know what I found really fun is watching the videos you've made for these two singles, because, the album's not out until May, but there's 2 tracks that people can check out now. And you look like you're really settling into being a frontman. You're playing up to the camera and all that stuff, which, for those of us who might be, we've been in bands for years and years and are used to occupying our little, section of the stage and doing our thing, like, being the front person is a whole different set of brain muscles, and you seem to just really be settling into it.
Yeah, I can fool some of the people some of the time. But no, thanks. I appreciate that, seriously. And, I think it's more that I realized as this was going along that in order for me to really do the frontman thing, well, I need to genuinely enjoy it. I need to have fun with it, and not be too serious with some stuff, and yet on the other hand be very serious with some of it. But I think the secret to me is if I'm going to entertain people, I have to feel happy about what I'm doing. Yeah. And that's a lot of my journey with it, is discovering. I've had a lot of people help me along the way, encourage me, support me, and especially, both in a musical, creative, and, in a business sense. I've had a lot of people come on board who are helping me to be me, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, it really comes across, and it's very cool. So, being a guitar nerd, I've got to ask the guitar questions. I mean, obviously a Telecaster is a perfect thing for this. But what are you using on this stuff? Is it all Tele, or
No, actually, no. I have a 1956 Strat that I've owned. Yeah, I've owned since 1985. I paid $800 for it in Chicago. Yeah, I know. And it's played on most of the stages around the world with me over the years. Now I'm using it again. And I have a couple of older Telecasters that I've really been enjoying playing. I've got a 68 rosewood neck Tele, but it's bound. It's like I think it used to possibly be Phil Emanuel's guitar, actually. One of the first guitars he ever owned. I'm really fortunate to have that. I love playing it. And then I've also used Maton acoustics live. I use a Maton 808, which I think is the same model that Tommy Emmanuel plays. Love that guitar. It's a fantastic guitar. All Australian woods on it. Just awesome guitar. And but we're talking live at the moment. Amps wise, I use a Mesa Tremor Verb from the early 90s. I love that amp. It weighs about as much as the back end of my car, but it's built like a tank.
Yeah.
And then I use a 2x12 cabinet with that, enclosed cabinet, and it's just an awesome sound. And also amp wise, I use a Fender Deluxe Reverb, and then from time to time I use a Music Man 2x10 inch, which is the same model that Eric Clapton used to use in the 70s. Yeah. So I use that and love that. Pretty much that's the kind of now I'm getting into mandolas at the moment. I love mandolas. They're tuned to fifth down from mandolin. I'm really enjoying working with my mandola, and it's just a fun little instrument, and it's testing me, and I still play keys a bit. I love my pianos, I love my keyboards, and organ sounds, and not so much synthesizers. I'm trying not to use those as much as, because I used to use synthesizers a lot in the old days. I'm trying not to do that so much. I'm trying to rely more on old school instruments, but use the same kind of grooves and techniques in some of my writing that I would have used before, but used sort of more country-style instruments.
Well,
yeah.
That's really interesting, because in Good Momma Bad, like, it really starts out, the arrangement is kind of, you know, there's a lot of space where different instruments are doing different things, and, you know, that is something that I would consider a hallmark of, you know, the INXS sound, is, you know, different instruments taking on a little part, and it becomes, you know, this whole. But as the song goes on, like, it feels like it really opens up, and, you know, it's really cool to hear that kind of thing in a different context.
Thank you.
So, are you much of a guitar collector beyond finding a Strat for $800, you bastard?
yeah, right, yeah. Well, yeah, I've collected both, you know, some really valuable things over the years, and also some just normal, average guitars I've picked up along the way. I've also given some of my instruments to other people over the years. I gave a 1956 non-tremolo Strat to my older brother Tim when he turned 40.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I love giving instruments. I think given instruments to my kids as well, and to friends and other people who just are needy, people who don't have much and they want an instrument. I'm happy to do that too. But I collect stuff, these days I tend to collect more so for my live show, funnily enough. I have enough instruments for my recordings. I know what I want to do in my recordings. I'm very fussy about my pianos.
Yeah.
That I record with. I'm very fussy about them. But one of my guitars that I used to play on stage for many years, a Gibson 340. It's like a semi-acoustic. It's an awesome guitar from 1968. It's all maple. That's actually in the Tamworth Guitar Museum at the moment. Yeah. But I decided to leave it there because it's a little bit delicate as an instrument. It was getting sort of bashed up from me playing on the road all the time with it. Yeah. So I thought I'd leave it in the museum where other people can see it and enjoy it, as opposed to, you know, bashing the poor thing up anymore on the road. The Fender guitars, you know, you can virtually, they're really hard to break. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I like to use them on the road.
Yeah, totally. They'll take a hit, man.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that would really surprise people? Like, you know, any neon green Ibanez's, or like, you know?
Yeah, right. Well, actually, one of my first guitars I ever played in the Farriss Brothers was an Ibanez copy, a very good one actually, from the of a Gibson Les Paul recording model they made, and I really liked that guitar. It was beautifully made. Yeah. I have a semi-acoustic Ibanez. That's actually my wife's guitar, but she lets me use it. Yeah. But most of my instruments these days, I tailor more. They have to be very, you know, roadworthy, and you know, and all the recording guitars. Like I've got a Gibson 1947 Gibson Southern Jumbo I love for recording, but I don't take it out of the road. You know what I mean? Like I just leave it for recordings. You know, those sort of instruments, I don't want to, you know, get them bashed up because I love to make recordings with them. You know?
Yeah. Is there a white whale that you haven't been able to catch out there yet?
No, I've been really fortunate. I feel really fortunate in many areas of my life to do what I do and how I've done it. And I don't really, you know, in that sense, I'm a happy man. You should have me stuffed and hang me on the wall. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want anything. I've got everything I really ever wanted, and I feel incredibly fortunate. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've made a lot of people happy over many years, and, you know, that should flow back to you, you know?
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I should let you get ready for the next interview, but thanks so much for your time. This has been really fun, and, you know, I can't wait to hear the album when it comes out in May, and I imagine you'll be hitting the road pretty heavily to promote it then.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to that. And, but May the 15th, I think, is the official date for the release of that.
Yeah, cool.
All right, thanks, Peter.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Bye, mate.